If you've ever been on a film set, you've probably felt that the camera has this weird, almost sacred vibe, like it's something you shouldn't touch or get too close to. Most photographers have a freaky obsession with cameras, lenses, lights, negatives, and so on. These are tools for artists to play with, to create, explore, seduce, or even fall in love. With its lens and form, the camera kind of resembles a penis, a phallus. During the period we call modernism in cinema, two important films brought the subject of phallocentrism to the screen. Peeping Tom by Michael Powell and Blow Up by Michelangelo Antonioni. Ironically, both films were shot in London. White blonde men busy with filming and taking photos of literally everything. Both men are gaze holders. Even women around them are objects of desire. Mark and Thomas find satisfaction through the processes of capturing, development, and projection. Chemistry combined with mystery. In Peeping Tom, the film camera and its resulting image are directly linked to desire. Women become the subjects of the male gaze, while the camera itself functions as a phallic intermediary, an instrument through which penetration occurs, a deadly, terrifying penetration. Peeping Tom foregrounds three looks that characterize the cinema: the look of camera, that of the character, that of the spectator. It sets a relationship between the acts of killing, watching someone being killed, and filming the story of murder. The killer films police inspections after himself. It kind of reminds me of Elio Petri's investigation of a citizen above suspicion, where the murderer is in charge of looking for the murderer. In contrast to the political aspects of Petri's film, Michael Powell presents a psychological dimension. The shape of the knife hidden under the tripod resembles a penis, the tool with which Mark dominates his victims. Like what Jacques Lacan theoretized as a phallus, not the male genital organ in its biological reality, but the role that this organ plays in fantasy, as a signifier of lack and sexual difference. In this context, when Helen asks Mark to put his camera in his mother's room, he encounters the fear of castration, referring to Lacan's castration complex.
What causes people to be peeping toms?
Scoptophilia, that would interest him. Most fertile mind.
Scoptophilia, the morbid urge to gaze.
Scoptophilia, which the doctor described as a morbid urge to gaze, is encapsulated in the scene in which we see a shop window filled with women's body parts. Organs for sale, to use and gaze, through a window, video projector, and mostly a viewfinder. In Blow Up, the act of penetration takes on more overtly sexual and dominant dimensions. Through his camera, the selfish and arrogant Thomas asserts control over everyone and everything.
Forgotten what a smile is. Hey!
Be it a model or a curiosity-provoking event. However, the illusion of control begins to fracture when Thomas suspects the presence of a rival object of power. A gun, a literal weapon of penetration and death, lurking within the image. Again, the fear of castration. He is driven to reclaim control by capturing the weapon photographically, to reassert dominance through visual inscription, blowing it up to the point that it reveals itself from within the photograph, an attempt to regain phallic authority from the grain of the image itself. This discovery confronts his position as the sovereign observer. His reality gets challenged and he enters the realm of fantasy, where his existence is questioned.
I think so, Millie.
Both films discuss the boundaries of image, the psychology of it in Peeping Tom and the essence of it in Blow Up. However, we all know how modern imagery and camera tools are often used to watch, control, suppress, and shape public opinion, manipulate thoughts and emotions. But what really sets the camera apart from other phallic tools is its ability to turn inward, to reflect on itself.
Photographing you, photographing me.
You can literally point the camera at itself to show how it can be a weapon of control and dominance, or to unpack the privileges tied to male subjectivity.